The world of daytime television has been shaken to its core. A heartbreaking loss has left millions of fans mourning, and the entertainment industry struggling to come to terms with the passing of one of its most beloved icons, Tristan Rogers. Known best for his unforgettable role as Robert Scorpio on General Hospital, Tristan was more than just an actor. He was a mentor, a friend, and a true legend whose presence lit up every screen he appeared on. News of his death spread quickly, leaving fans in shock. Across social media, tributes began pouring in. His co-stars, longtime friends, and loyal viewers all united in grief, sharing stories and memories of the man who had defined daytime television for decades. For many, this was not just the loss of a performer. It felt like saying goodbye to a family member who had been part of their lives for years. Among the first to honor him was fellow soap star Steve Burton. Taking to social media, Burton wrote a heartfelt message that quickly went viral. He described Tristan as the man, the legend, the OG. Those few words captured exactly what everyone felt. Tristan wasn't just another actor. He was a pioneer, someone who set the standard for what it meant to be a star in daytime drama. Fans echoed Burton's words with their own memories. Some recalled the first time they saw Robert Scorpio on their screens, drawn in by his charisma, intensity, and wit. Others shared personal encounters, remembering his kindness during fan events and his warm smile that made everyone feel welcome. His passing left an emptiness that could never truly be filled. The news of Tristan Rogers' passing sent shockwaves across the world of daytime television. Within hours, tributes began pouring in from every corner. Fans, co-stars, and friends all came together to share their memories and pay their respects. One of the most touching tributes came from Steve Burton, a fellow soap star who worked closely with Tristan. Steve's words carried a mix of admiration and grief. He wrote on social media, "The man, the legend, the OG." These few words summed up exactly how deeply respected Tristan was. Steve's post quickly went viral, with thousands of fans echoing his sentiments. People shared photos, old clips, and heartfelt comments, remembering the unforgettable moments Tristan gave them on screen. But it wasn't just fans who were moved. Co-stars shared their own stories about him. Many recalled how Tristan wasn't just a talented actor but also a mentor and a friend. On set, he was the one who brought energy, humor, and wisdom. Behind the camera, he offered advice, encouragement, and support to younger actors who looked up to him. Even during moments of success, Tristan always stayed humble. He celebrated the achievements of others just as much as his own. This humility and kindness earned him the love of everyone around him. For fans, Tristan wasn't only Robert Scorpio from General Hospital. He was someone who gave them comfort, excitement, and joy through his performances. On social media, many wrote how his work helped them through tough times, making them laugh, cry, and feel inspired. His loss is not just the passing of an actor. It feels like saying goodbye to a family member who had been part of their lives for decades. When the day of Tristan Rogers' funeral arrived, it was not just a private farewell. It felt like the closing of a chapter in television history. Friends, co-stars, and family members gathered to honor the man who had given so much of himself to the world. There was sadness, of course, but also deep gratitude. People did not just come to mourn. They came to celebrate a life that had left a permanent mark on so many hearts. Inside the church, the atmosphere was heavy with emotion. Co-stars from General Hospital and other projects spoke about him, not just as an actor, but as a human being. They remembered his warmth, his humor, and his unshakable professionalism. Many shared personal stories about how Tristan would make them laugh between takes, or how he offered advice when times were tough. His colleagues described him as someone who never let fame change him. He remained approachable, grounded, and genuine until the very end. Fans also played a big part in honoring Tristan. Across the world, people held small vigils, posted tribute videos, and even re-watched some of his most iconic scenes. For them, this wasn't just a celebrity passing away. It felt like losing a friend they had grown up with. What makes Tristan's legacy so powerful is not only the roles he played, but the values he stood for. He showed that success in life is not only about talent, but also about kindness and respect. He left behind lessons for young actors, for fans, and for anyone who admired him. Stay true to yourself, work hard, and always treat people with compassion. Even though he is gone, his work will continue to live on. Every time someone watches an episode of General Hospital featuring Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers will live again on screen, reminding the world of the power of storytelling and the magic of television. For many, this is not the end of his story, it is the beginning of his legacy. As the world says goodbye to Tristan Rogers, one thing becomes clear: his legacy is far greater than the roles he played. He wasn't just Robert Scorpio, the fearless spy on General Hospital. He was a man who gave his heart to his craft, his kindness to his colleagues, and his warmth to millions of fans across the globe. His passing reminds us that life is fragile, but it also teaches us the importance of living with passion and compassion. Tristan lived his life with both. On screen, he gave unforgettable performances that kept audiences glued to their seats. Off-screen, he gave laughter, guidance, and friendship to those lucky enough to know him. Even though he is no longer here, his presence will never fade. Every tribute, every fan memory, every old clip replayed online keeps his spirit alive. That is the true power of a legend. They continue to touch lives long after they are gone. Tristan Rogers' story is not just about fame and success, it is about humanity, resilience, and love. And while today we grieve, tomorrow we will remember him with gratitude. His voice, his charisma, and his light will continue to shine through the characters he brought to life and the memories he left behind. So, as fans, as friends, and as a family united by his work, we say, thank you, Tristan. Thank you for the stories, for the inspiration, and for the kindness. You may be gone, but you will never be forgotten. Tristan Rogers' journey in acting is nothing short of inspiring. Born in Australia, he started his career with small roles before moving to America to chase his dream. Like many young actors, the beginning was not easy. He faced rejections, long days, and endless auditions. But Tristan never gave up. His determination and belief in himself became the foundation of his success. In 1980, he got the role that would change his life forever, Robert Scorpio on General Hospital. At first, no one knew that this character would become a legend, but Tristan brought something unique to the role. Robert was tough yet charming, strong yet vulnerable, serious yet witty. Viewers immediately connected with him, and Robert Scorpio quickly became one of the most loved characters in soap history. For decades, Tristan carried that role with pride. He brought excitement, romance, and drama to millions of homes around the world. His storylines with Anna Devane, Holly Sutton, and Luke Spencer became unforgettable. Fans remember the suspenseful spy missions, the passionate love stories, and the moments of heartbreak that he portrayed so perfectly. Tristan didn't just play Robert Scorpio, he lived him. That is why the character still feels alive today, even after so many years. While fans knew Tristan Rogers as a soap opera star, his co-stars knew him as something even more special, a kind-hearted man with a big personality. Behind the camera, Tristan was the life of the set. He loved to laugh, share stories, and bring people together. Younger actors often turned to him for advice, and Tristan always made time for them. He reminded them that acting was not just about fame or lines on a script, it was about connecting with people and telling a story that could touch lives. He also loved his fans deeply. At events and meet and greets, Tristan never rushed anyone. He listened, he joked, and he made every person feel important. Fans often left with the feeling that they had met not just a celebrity, but a friend. Beyond acting, Tristan was a family man. He valued the people closest to him and always made sure to keep his loved ones away from the spotlight, protecting what mattered most. This balance of career and personal life made him not only a great actor but also a great human being. Today, as we look back at Tristan Rogers' life, one thing becomes clear: legends never truly die. His work, his passion, and his spirit will continue to live on through the stories he gave us. Generations of viewers grew up watching him, and future generations will still discover his performances. Every time someone presses play on an old General Hospital episode, Tristan Rogers comes alive once again. That is the beauty of art. It keeps a person's memory alive forever. But his legacy is not just on screen. His kindness, his mentorship, and his love for people are the things that will be remembered most. Those who worked with him will carry his lessons in their own careers. And fans, who spend years watching him, will always hold him close in their hearts. Tristan Rogers was more than just an actor. He was a storyteller, a friend, and a reminder that with passion and kindness, one can truly change lives. Even though we say goodbye, we know his light will never fade. His story continues every time someone remembers him, talks about him, or learns from his work. Tristan,